What's up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob, doing a Macaloney's review. So if you guys remember, the last time we had Ralphie on the Whisky Rant, we talked about Macaloney's. It was a company that, a distillery anyway, that the Scotch Whisky Society was trying to get to change their name. Macaloney's ended up winning the court case as far as I recall. And the reason was the distillery is actually named after Dr. Graham Macaloney, who owns the distillery. So the Scotch Whisky Society, basically, it was determined they had no grounds to complain about the name. I think, personally, the Scotch Whisky Society caught wind that these guys were making high quality stuff and were a little concerned. And that's why they wanted to step in a little bit. I could be wrong, of course, but based on everything I've tried from them so far, that's my intuition on this. Over here I have the Invernahaven. It is a combination of Oloroso and PX casks. All right, and then over here I have the Invermallie, which is Portuguese wine casks, recharred Portuguese wine casks to be specific. Actually, it might just be one red wine barrique from Portugal. Okay, so I think 435 bottles of this one, so very limited. If you like what you see, I have a promo code that I will display right here and then in the description below following the video. So 46% unchill filtered, no added color. Over here to the Invernahaven. Okay, and let's talk about this color for a second. These are probably pretty young. There's no age statement. I'm gonna say that they're 3 to 5 years old. Honestly, the color is ridiculous, and this Invernahaven is just beautiful in my opinion. Exactly what I look for in a single malt. I love sherry whiskey. That's no secret to anybody that watches this channel. This is no exception. These guys are from Vancouver Island, Victoria, so right at the southernmost part of Vancouver Island, right at the coast. Okay, so nice fig notes on the nose, very, very fruity. The sherry cask is high quality, you can tell. Absolutely no sulfur notes whatsoever, which is exciting for me when I'm drinking a sherry cask whiskey. Really nice red fruits. Maybe a touch of dark chocolate and like a very faint espresso note on the palate. Drinks way above its weight class in age, in my opinion. Zero bite. I don't find any heat. There's some European oak spice, but no alcohol bite, no heat from the alcohol. Very easy to go down. The sherry casks linger on the back end, on the finish. Nice dark chocolate notes on the back end. It's fruity up front, again with those figs, red fruits, that kind of stuff. Man, this is really good. A great pour and play whiskey. I did pour this for a friend who I would say is probably a beginner in the Scotch world, single malt world, and he found it a bit spicy, and that's from the sherry oak casks. So I think it takes like a intermediate, medium, whiskey drinker to really get behind this, but with a little bit of water, even a beginner can really enjoy that. So for me, that's gotta be like an 86, maybe even an 87. Really good stuff. I think on the website you can get them for around $100 Canadian. I'm not exactly sure the price, but like again I said, I can get you 10% off with the promo code below. So check that out. Over here to the Portuguese Wine Barrique. Okay, so this one is super sweet on the nose. Yeah, really, really sweet nose here. Really nice. I was going back and forth between these, and I do gravitate toward sherry more myself, but these are hard to like decide which one I like better. They're both very good. The Invernahaven, there's 1,081 bottles, so a few more, you'll probably be able to get this. I really like the details on the box as well. It says 46%, ppm scale 0, so it tells you exactly how much peat is going to be in this whiskey. This is bottle number 187 of 1,081 and bottled on February of 2023. Okay, over here to the Invermallie, 46%, ppm 0, cask number is 54, bottle number 107 of 435, and bottled on December 2022. So relatively new as well. Both of these pretty much just came out within the last 4 months. All right. Really sweet nose. Very dessert-like. I get strawberry shortcake on the nose. Vanilla and strawberry. Cherry cream maybe. Yeah, that's really nice. Maybe a touch more youthful than the Invernahaven, but could just be because of the casking. I'm gonna go back to the Invernahaven real quick. Sherry, what a great combination of sherry casks used for this. You could tell they're getting really quality sherry casks. Yeah, that's really rich. Really, really nice. The Oloroso probably pops a little bit more than the PX on this one. I wonder what the portion was, if it was 1 and 1 or 2 Oloroso and 1 PX. Back to this Invermallie, the Portuguese red wine barrique. That's a funny word. Maybe a touch, like I said, youthful on the palate. Nothing off-putting though. It's gonna, you know, with age, this distillery is gonna be incredible. I already know. They already are doing incredible things. I had their 2-year-old single malt that I purchased at the LCBO. Not quite old enough to be called a whiskey yet, but just great stuff. So everything I've tried for them so far, I've really enjoyed. I lean more towards the Invernahaven than the Invermallie, and for that reason, I'm going to give this one like an 84. But that's my own personal preference because I tend to lean toward sherry casks over Portuguese casks. That's just usually how it goes. So both are excellent. Like I said, this one's like an 86, 87, could be even an 88 once it gets down a little bit more. Remember, these are small amounts of casks in each, so I would assume that the vatting time is not very long, if any at all. They could just go from straight from barrel to bottle, which means that the whiskey, I think, that's kind of my own like bro science. The whiskey, once you open it, needs a little bit more time to open up than the average, let's say Scotch that's being poured into a huge vat, married in the vat for quite a bit of time and then put into bottle. It already has a good amount of time to oxidate, whereas these probably have less, which means that they're gonna be much better in, let's say, a month. All right, both are great. I would buy both of these all day, and I'm very, very curious to explore more from Macaloney. I hope I said that right. Macaloney. All right. Yeah, so this Invermallie, I'm gonna say is like an 84, and again, 86, 87 for the Invernahaven. All right, that's it for me, guys. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button. You can hit the bell to get notifications for when I do release videos. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and you can support this channel on Patreon. Cheers.